stream live.
All right. Hello, hello. I hope you can hear me. And welcome to a Link to the Past randomizer co-op match from the Link to the Past randomizer league. My name is Ravis, and I'm joined by Tanvia.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, the comps names are not right now, but that's not what we're here for. So we have already a lamp, gloves, and a hookshot. I saw that hookshot on Uncle, and I believe the lamp was in Sanctuary.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Exactly. So, of course, we are here in the Link to the Past Randomizer Open League. So, these two teams have already faced off once, right? And it went to the way of OK Game for the first game. And yeah, now they have the second match of the first week, which pretty much wraps up one of the last matches this week. And yeah, we can already see them making their way through different parts of the light world. We have got some keg, some mini Moldom cave, and yeah, I think hookshot and lamp, that's quite a good start. Oh, and there are
It
also
kind of
some
shouts Death
flippers.
Mountain already.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
hard. Mini Moldom Cave was pretty empty. Let's see if Ice Road Cave. No, 2C's not gonna go to Ice Road Cave. So
I
we
think
have
that's a fair
flippers as
skip.
well and a bottle.
Exactly. I think the flippers are quite nice early on and also maybe incentivize the runners to skip out on the Ice Road Cave. So basically, there's not a whole lot of time loss if you just decide to go to Ice Road Cave from Link's house compared to Mini Moldom Cave. And by putting it off, you also get the chance to get, for example, the flute or maybe boots to save some time on that
Or
part
even
too.
Titansmiths we just see on Slapshotfred's side.
Oh yeah, that's
So big
oof.
items early on.
Yeah, I mean, getting the Moon Pearl now would be huge for a Death Mountain play. So that would basically mean like what's it, like 25 item checks on Death Mountain in one
I don't know,
go.
too many, too many.
Yeah, it's a whole lot.
So here comes the question: do you go Death Mountain without the Moon Pearl? Do you think it's there, or do you maybe take one runner to Sasrala first, or maybe even Haru Castle?
Um, sorry, I just missed out on that.
So yeah, the question is now: do you go up the mountain without the Moon Pearl,
I think that's
or
fair.
do you send one runner up the mountain, or one maybe in Haru Castle and one towards Eastern?
I think the Death Mountain play should be the correct one either way, or at least should be a really good play to send one runner there, because there are still, even if you don't have the Dark World checks, there are a ton of checks on Death Mountain, and the Moon Pearl might as well be on there. And yeah, so I think it's a very risk or low risk play to go for that. You can also, of course, always still go for or send the other runner towards Eastern or Hyrule Castle.
Looks like both teams are following your advice. Falcon and WiredWicky are going up the mountain. Meanwhile, a Slapshotfred is in Haru Castle, and we will see where 2C+ is going soon.
Slapshot does unfortunately have no magic whatsoever, so he's stuck with bombs for escape, which slows him down a little bit. With the Fire Rod, he actually does have quite a potent weapon for escape, but unfortunately not able to use it as of right now.
He has 3 bombs. He should be fine if he's not wasting a bomb. And since he's got the hookshot, he can just stun enemies or just kite him like that.
Yeah, he's getting on through this dungeon quite nicely. Still, it would have been nice to be able to use the fire rod, especially for the ball and chain guard. It's also quite a nice thing, quite a
Meanwhile,
nice
Tusi
weapon for
didn't find
that.
much in Back of Escape but the key, and we already saw the map in the boomerang chest. So we have an item here.
Oh yeah, that's quite a nice pickup. While Tusi also decides to go to the Dark Cross from the back.
I mean, it makes sense when you just found the key there, right? And it's just 50
Yeah,
rupees.
exactly.
So they still have the option to go into the Zora area for a couple of checks. I see Slapshotfred has the money for Zora, so that might be a good play for him. But I can also see him going Back of Escape first. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think Back of Escape first is quite a good option because you're gonna save and quit anyway. And if you wanna start in Link's house and maybe go for some flipper checks from there, it's also basically the same. You can just throw in these couple of checks first. You already got
Ooh.
the map, so there's
And
also a little more for you to
in
check.
Paradox Cave, I didn't see the lower two chests, but the upper five had a blue mail and the moon pearl, so it was the right play to go up probably.
Definitely something you will want to see, and yeah, that's also something that both of the other runners that have not gone up to Death Mountain yet will go for soon.
So the nice thing is, while we're up here the mountain, we can clear the first dungeon with Tower of Hera, but I see WiredWicky jumping down first. Interesting. Oh no, never mind. They don't have the hammer yet. Never mind. I actually thought they had the hammer.
Yeah, right. Death Mountain routing is sometimes a little odd if you don't keep track of your items very well, because there's a lot of tiny optimizations and different routings you can do depending on what items you have. For example, the mirror, the hookshot, the hammer, of course, all of them make a difference. And yeah, basically you will want to have a good look at what items, what resources you have available to yourself, and then decide which route you're going for.
So I think Slapshotfred is gonna continue. He's getting his half magic. That was in Minimal on Cave. Okay.
Yeah. And we also have the Ether Medallion in Super Bunny Cave. So that's also something Falcon will find very soon. And of course, Hookshot Cave, that's also a couple of item checks
I
that you
think there
can
has to be
easily
something
get.
right here, right?
I mean, we've got a ton of items already. Oh, and there's
And
the
even
Ice Rod.
better items.
Yeah.
This could be a quick one, honestly.
Oh, I definitely hope so for the sake of the runners.
Alright, we're gonna see Ice Rod Cave. Also, the Turtle Rock Medallion is Quake. Alright, big shoutouts to Dragon Strike in that case, if I may.
Oh yeah, he loves that item.
So, we got an interesting set of items. We have some options here, but really no weapon.
Yeah, and
Did Tusi
also,
just die?
yeah, the boulders were kind of rude, but it's not all that bad, right? You can just go ahead and start from Death Mountain again and make your way over to what's the eastern side.
I kind of have the feeling that there's some hammer and ice shenanigans going on, kind of, if I look at the inventory.
Ooh, There might be something that we will have to see soon, because it does not sound all too unlikely, to be honest. Slippers early, that's also something.
Yeah,
And of
with
course, we've got
mid-hand
the mids
fire
and
rod and the
yeah,
hookshot. I mean, come on, give me a break.
yeah. Or even the fire rod. Imagine it's a right side. Oh no, right side Ice Palace hammer. That's you hate to see it. Or even, let's see the right side big key, the vanilla big key for Ice Palace and some hammer and big chest action.
Yeah, some Cadenza in chat pointed out, we got so many items, but we can't even kill blind yet. Interesting.
But that's crazy. That's actually crazy. There's so many items you can have for that.
But speaking
Well.
of items that can be used on blind.
And now I wouldn't feel that bad about right side Ice Palace anymore. With the Cane of Samaria, of course, also unlocking the Icebreaker glitch. So that will actually make some of the Ice Palace checks not all too bad. Of course, we are having a info share co-op race right here, so both runners can communicate with each other, and sending one player to Ice Palace doesn't sound as bad as blindly checking Ice Palace in a regular seed you're playing alone.
So looking at the crystal and pendant layouts, I'm thinking already about, you know, the remaining more trolley scenarios left, and there's not much because we got so many late game items already. I can see a nice hammered pyramid fairy for sure, but yeah, otherwise I think there's only like something mirror like in GT, but if mirror is in GT, then the seed is generally really quick since a lot of locations aren't accessible. So I don't know, this seed feels pretty fast even without the boots.
Yeah, and of course, it's probably only a matter of time when we find them. Of course, boots are the item that make this game the most fun for anyone. So yeah, I hope we see some soon. Also in co-op races, boots have special value, right? I think you can tell from your recent race.
We found a hammer. I think it was it
Oh,
in Thieves? I think Falcon is actually about to find it right now or in the next chest.
oh,
And
well then.
also we have Quake. So many items I can't keep track.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why we have our trackers here this time around. Kindly, Mindful Beast and Mad Ewok Herd. I hope I said that right. Yeah, keeping track of our items while Amarith is our restreamer. So also, yeah, thanks to those people to make all this possible.
Honestly, I'm starting to believe that that mirror is actually in GT. We need a sword to have full turtle rock access. We basically need a flute and a bow to potentially have GT access. And we didn't even see Hype Cave yet, or Pod or something like that.
Yeah, that's quite amazing. But we can now see also Slapshotfred has to make his way up Death Mountain and grab his Moon Pearl or their Moon Pearl for themselves, because of course that's what everybody will need in the seed. There's no way around it, just like the hammer. And with that, we basically have access to all the locations save Maya or the Misery Maya area. And yeah, just like that, this seed is wide open. We will see Hookshot Cave quite soon again, so I hope that will make things a little clearer. And of course, what I always love to see is great communications between runners, where you can already tell they are skipping some chests. In this case, Slapshotfred didn't bother to open any of the chests in the bottom side of Paradox Cave, because, yeah, Falcon told him there's nothing of interest in there.
Yeah, co-op share is one of the modes or like variations that make you go strange ways, which you're normally not used to go, like skipping random chests and Feastone. When you go for like the second and the fourth chest, you go ways you usually won't go, and that's always sometimes refreshing to see, like people being creative on how to route their specific items in to save even more time.
Yeah, exactly.
So Hype Cave seemed a bit empty besides the mushroom.
Yeah, right. That's also not an item you will want to see too soon, or even at all, if I may say so.
Also, we're getting our second blind fight with the hammer right now.
It's not an easy
WiredWicky
fight.
was already successful, and Falcon is doing good so far.
Ooh, there's the powder in hammer packs.
Okay, Falcon, you gotta be a bit careful, buddy.
Oh, he's got this.
That looks pretty good.
Oh, that was quite a
One
nice
swing,
hit.
one swing. All right.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite a great fight for hammer blind. I think he came in with 3.5 hearts or
No, he had some more. He had like
4.5.
6 or 7 hearts, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
anyway,
still, it's
still pretty good. Yeah, I would take that anytime.
I mean, as long as you don't die on blind, it's a great fight anyway. He doesn't give you all the time in the world to dodge around, and it only gets harder. You will want to kill him as fast as you can.
So we will see that mushroom turn in soon. And we haven't seen any big items yet. So we have a bit of items in pod, but you know, we could be bollocked with the very first chest. So I am believing that Ice Palace is actually a very interesting place, even though the equipment is not like ideal.
Yeah. And this seed just keeps giving and giving and giving even more and more unique items. There was a cape in the digging game.
So WiredWiki is gonna take that frog as going up. He's probably gonna check bumper cape. I assume maybe jump into Skywoods.
I mean, he just got his cape, so checking bumper ledge does make sense here.
But yeah, but if it is an item, he can check it with the frog, right?
Oh yeah, right. He cannot. You're right. The frog does not like caves with multiple exits or entrances, for that matter.
Alright, but he's good. He's good.
Yeah. Luckily, he does not have to.
Did we find a sword somewhere? I'm reading Turtle Rock is open. That sounds like we found a sword somewhere, unless this guy in chat is not right.
Ah, I see. You are, of course, just poking a little fun at your teammate. Of course, we do need a sword to use our medallions, but as far as I can see, or I can tell, there have not been any swords found yet, so we'll have to wait for the Turtle Rock play just a little longer.
All right, yeah, I got one more troll. All right, you ready? You ready? So the actual only value progression they right now have is right before Morphila in the form of a soldier. Is that something you want to see?
I never, ever want to see an item in the bridge chest in Skullwoods, especially not if it's the first sword that you absolutely have to get to access. That you have to get, and it locks all the other swords. Yeah,
I mean, we
that's
could
like the
get
worst case
even
for me.
weirder, like having I don't know, a bow or something, and then Helmosaur as the first sword. You make it even trollier.
Yeah,
But I think we're
I
gonna see Ice
understand.
Palace soon, and I'm still convinced Ice Palace will help us in some form or shape.
Yeah, I think so too. It won't be an easy cold stare fight. Maybe just go in, grab the quick items, the first chest, maybe also everything you can quickly grab using the icebreaker glitch, and yeah, call it from there. Or you could, of course, attempt to also defeat cold stare, but that's gonna be quite a rough fight. Maybe the runners are also putting Ice Palace off for that exact reason.
But speaking of that, I think Tusi's gonna make his way now. He's got Kane, he's got everything. I think
Oh
he
yeah.
turned in the mushroom, so he got his bottle filled up. He got a second bottle out of nowhere somewhere. I don't know, but I think we're gonna see that now.
Yeah, with half magic also that should be a little better at least. And
No.
yeah, he's going for Ice Rod Cave first, so let's see.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, he wasn't there.
And here we have our third, I think.
Oh, that's a big find.
Yeah. Definitely something you want to see. The bow in the front of Skullwoods.
And WiredWiki knows he can safely jump down right now because we already had a non-key in the first chest. So there
That
must be some kind of key here.
I think it's not safe that way. There's like one constellation where a small key
No.
is locked inside the big chest, and also one small key in
Yes,
the middle chest.
but we have 3 keys and we have only 5 chests available, since on Morphula can't be a key. There has to be a map, a compass, or something like that. And we already had a bow in the right chest, right? Oh wait, no, never mind. You're right. You're right. He should have
Yeah,
checked the. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
we have 4 keys technically, because the
Yeah.
big key is also a key that won't do much for you. Or we have that one more location with the big chest. I'm not sure if. Yeah, whatever. I think the first 2 checks WiredWiki made had both the items in Skullwoods, so he just ditched the rest of the dungeon. And yeah, so it doesn't really matter because we have everything we wanted, and we're gone. And of course, without a sword, we cannot access Mothula because there are some what's it face plant thingies blocking our way that we have to slash.
Interesting. I don't know if Tusi's not gonna do Icebreaker right now, or if he's doing the switch. Oh, he's doing the switch. Okay, interesting. Because in my eyes, if you're gonna full clear ice, you rather do not want to push the switch, since you're looking for the big key anyway.
Exactly. I totally agree, especially because in some key layouts it's also faster, even not considering the big key itself. It's even faster because if you don't find the small key, you won't have an easy way towards the iced tea room otherwise.
Yeah, if he had a key now in one of these chests, then he could have gone up where the big spike is, and then jump down, open the key door, and then go back up and bomb jump across.
Right. And yeah.
Falcon actually is doing the old-fashioned way. I want to just say, or already say, the antique way, with the old ancient technique of the Ice Palace bomb jump.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't go for the Ice Palace bomb jump here either for the same reason, because we have the Samaria. Oh,
Well, he does
I
not.
think.
At least
Oh,
according to the tracker. Not sure, but I
yeah.
don't think he's got it.
I'm not quite certain either right now because yeah, I'm not sure if he actually picked it up or not. But if you do have these Cane of Samaria and for whatever reason are not going for the oh, that might actually be the reason why he's not going for the Icebreaker. Yeah, but
Oh, look at that. There
ooh,
is our first sword. And by the way, Tusi actually found a key. I think it was in the freezer room. I don't know. He found it somewhere.
yeah.
No, I think it's the spike chest actually.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Turtle Rock access.
Right. So there's also a lot more checks. Turtle Rock is also a dungeon that I personally think is a lot more forgiving without the sword than some of the others, or some of the other later dungeons. Especially because you absolutely do require quite a lot of items to access a lot of chests. So you are guaranteed to have a hammer and a fire rod for most of the dungeon, most of the time. And that already makes it a lot easier. Also, the enemies are quite vulnerable to the fire rod, so it's
Eastern
not
seems
the worst
empty.
time.
Yeah, so I was just looking, and I think OK Game is in a pretty good spot because WiredWicky is busy with Eastern and Port. Meanwhile, if Tusi is gonna be successful in this fight right now, he can easily go Skywoods with his sword, can finish it up, gets his bow, and WiredWicky can go into ice, get his sword, and depending if they find something important at Pod, which put them maybe in GT mode, Tusi could finish that, and WiredWiki could check out Turtle Rock if there's something else. So they have really a good opportunity to split the work and be very efficient about it. Meanwhile, its Mitz is about to check deserts. We don't know yet. We don't know yet if we need the boots, and we also haven't seen Nagina. So this could also be very, very good for them. Because I think
Yeah,
the
let us
book
see.
was on the Smith, if I remember correctly.
Exactly. That's absolutely right. Book was on Smith's. So yeah, it's also not the easiest check to go for, but making sure if you actually do need the book and have your other player also commit to the Smith chain early on is also not bad at all.
So Tusi was successful on Colts there. I mean, with half magic and fire rod, you definitely got a better shot than in a lot of other scenarios. Fighter sword obviously not ideal, but it's enough to just spin it into the corner and get some multi
Right.
hits.
I mean, it's quite the forgiving itemization right here for the co-op race, right? Lots of time you will see runners skipping out on a lot of safeties, and right here we've got quite the good equipment going for 2C apart from sword, so he managed to pull off the fight really nicely.
Meanwhile, Falcon is about to pick up his first sword. He's gonna be very happy about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even though the location itself is very, very much awkward.
Yeah, Ice Tea Room is not the greatest check. You don't like to check that location, I want to say. Oh, and also instantly makes use of his sword, so I like to see that. For myself, when I find a sword, I sometimes need a couple of minutes for my brain to actually realize, and I still go about and use everything else I have to get rid of enemies, and finally realize, hey, I can use the sword I found. And yeah, Falcon, of course, doing a better job at that.
So we actually did see both item in Skullwoods, right?
I think so. I wanna say so because WiredWiki only checked 2 chests and then just save and quitted out of Skullwoods,
Okay.
or maybe 3 chests. But definitely did not go for the pinball room. So there's that. don't think he would have skipped out on Pinball Room if he didn't have both items yet. Falcon, of course, not having the Cane of Samaria has to, and also not getting the Ice Palace Bomb Jump, has to go for a little odd Ice Palace routing right here.
The intended way. I haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, it's quite weird. You have to go down towards the boss and open the key lock door on the right side, flip the switch, go back up, loop around Ice Palace, Ice Tea Room, and use this drop down here on the left once again to
I think as a
access.
child, I even went up, went right side, got my big key. Then, no, wait, I had that big key before, but I think I still went up and went all around the dungeon again to realize. Then I had to switch it to do the switch again, and then I did it correctly.
Yeah. It's quite a confusing dungeon. But good to see someone get this right. No, I think there are quite a lot of runners that have never seen this route in their entire lives and would probably struggle a little to get it right. So at least, yeah, Falcon has got that going for himself right here. Even though it might be a little odd to send the runner without the Cane of Samaria into the dungeon, probably lost a little bit of time right there. Oh, WiredWicky did a death warp, right? Didn't quite caught that.
It looks like okay, so it looks like 2C is not gonna go Turtle Rock. He's gonna go do Pardon Eastern. Assuming he wants to check Pyramid Ferry before going up to Turtle Rock, that's at least my guess, because otherwise I think he would probably go Turtle Rock and just, get more information about the key layout. Maybe the flute is there and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes it's better to split, or let's say most of the time, of course, it's better to split the work between the runners. Here we can see the runners on OK Game deciding to go for quite the similar checks, but of course also splitting the dungeons.
No.
Did Falcon just delete his file?
Yes.
Oh.
No. Oh no.
That's rough.
That didn't happen, right? Oh no.
Oh, I have actually never seen that before. That's got to sting.
Oh, that's such a blunder. Oh no. He was probably he wanted to start at Sanctuary, I imagine, and he was already pushing down and then spamming A or something, and then you instantly basically delete the file. That's what I assume happened. Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how they make that up. Like that mirror has to be in a ridiculously trolly spot, and they have to get it. And Team OK Game probably needs to last locate that.
I mean, what about let's say GT Big Chest? That's quite a bad spot.
That's definitely something. I've never seen progression in that chest.
Sure.
But yeah, that's.
Oh, okay. It looks like
I don't know if there was a forfeit.
Definitely seems like they are not going to continue. I can't blame them. Like that's the worst thing that can happen.
Oh no.
That's literally
I
worst
feel
thing.
so sorry for them.
Yeah. Same. Because I mean, I can relate so much to this because I'm quite a clumsy person and I tend to make these kind of mistakes a lot.
I kind of had to pay respect for them still. Like at least they were trying, but I totally understand not continuing. Oh no.
Whew. Yeah, that's I mean, I can totally understand what they're doing.
So,
Oh,
so
they're not
yeah,
continuing.
I mean, OK Game still has to finish the seed to officially get the win. But yeah, that's weird for them as well. Obviously, like they see the forfeit and they were probably asking what's up here. So I don't know if these guys want to come to an interview. Please go ahead. We would love to hear from you. At least what you thought about the seed. I'm so sorry for Falcon and Fred. So
Yeah. The numbers behind the names are the points that the team have already made this season in the Link to the Past Randomizer Open League. So it was one game between OK Game and its mid so far before this, which went to OK Game's way, and which that netted them 3 points, whereas its mids, of course, only having one game so far before this, were not able to get any yet.
oh man, that's I don't know what to say. That's you can't even blame yourself really, because obviously that's not intentional, but you're not expecting something like that in any
No.
regards. And by the way, there's that mirror, so
Ooh.
that could have been trolly, but assuming this is accessible, there might actually be the flute behind that in Swamp Palace or something. Or the boots. I think we actually needed the boots, because Fred didn't finish Desert, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, deleting the game file for Falcon here was the reason why its mids decided to forfeit this race. It's really unfortunate. It's probably the worst thing that can happen to you in a run. Like, even dying to cold stare twice is like, yeah, sure, it's like 5 or 6 minutes of time loss, but deleting a game file at 35 minutes or something, that's, well, it's 35 minutes lost. So yeah, they did not see a way to recover from that, and still gave us a great show. So still shoutouts to them
Yeah,
for
if
having
do
this
me a
race.
favor and
And
follow these guys. I mean, that happens sometimes, but I'm feeling with them. Like, you don't want to see that to any runner. You might like or dislike people, but you don't wish any ending of this. Like, nobody has any benefit of that. So I had that actually once when I was in a seed, or rather in a tourney match, and around 40-ish minutes in, my opponent forfeited, and I was totally confused. And yeah, I decided to I just did troll the chat a bit and did some weird shenanigans to just, bring a bit of excitement. So I hope 2C and WiredWicky might give us a little bit of a show to entertain us a bit. I know that 2C is actually from the Tanvir school. I informed myself. So we might, if we get some boots, we might see some 2C hover strats.
oh yeah, I definitely want to see that. So he's asked me for some advice on hovering. So I want to see how much he's learned.
So I think it's time to have some fun, right? While we keep tracking what's going on the screen, the race obviously is over. So how about I tell the chat a bit of my co-commentator? So my co-commentator learned hovering before hammer jump. He's even more consistent in hovering than hammer jump, and he's since he's doing that, he's I don't know how to call it. He's a god when it comes to that.
I mean, hovering in more than 2 gap is has been very easy for me for some reason, but there are also a lot more exciting harvests than that. And yeah, definitely something you will want to utilize if you actually get your harvest very consistent.
So unfortunately, we're not gonna get some diver down action on the left side of swamp. Hope we can get some in the back. Also, we found the silvers in swamp. I think it was in the compass chest. Still looking for the boots. We're still looking for the flipper. Sorry, the flute and a second sword.
Yep, and I can see Falcon in the waiting room, so if you want to join us for an interview, you are, of course, very welcome to do so. Hey, GG's Falcon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, GG's, bro.
Well,
Oh
the
no.
small part that we could do, but well, oh, you know, it's happened. It happens. It
So
happened.
you were just spamming A and I don't know, did a random
Yeah,
down
and I
click.
was like not thinking really well. I don't know. I was going to a sanctuary for. I think I was going to. No, not that sanctuary, mountain. That's because I was going to Turtle Rock. So I was spamming like the hub button. Well. But otherwise, it was fancy. A bit slow, a bit on the slow side. They still don't have the boots, so. But it was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was an
looked quite
interesting
nice.
seed.
Yeah, it just didn't end well, and I mean, it never really happened to me in a race. But it happened to somebody that I played against in the tournament. So the feeling is not good.
Yeah, but you can't be too hard on yourself with that. Like,
No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, we want to do well, of course, and we got some practice and everything. But it's not the end of the world, you know. We still have 6 other weeks, and I mean,
right.
Speaking of,
we're not going to be salty over this. I'm going to kick myself a little bit, but that's all it.
but I think it's a good thing that you can already laugh about that. I mean, obviously that must be disappointing for you, but it's like it happens, and then
Yeah,
you gotta go into
exactly.
the next game.
There's no reason to beat ourselves over this. I mean, we had fun to practice this co-op. We'll do some more co-ops, and we have other race coming up. So
Yeah, speaking of, next week is the open mode, the most common way to play rendo, I want to say.
yeah.
You're playing All I Want for Christmas is My Two Good Bees, which is a great name, by the way. Any plans who's gonna go into the battlefield?
We still haven't decided who will be running, but we should decide this very soon. So I don't know for now. So I'm not gonna stay, but I mean, GG's in advance to hockey game. First game was great as well. They got the better of us on us. So well, congrats, and I guess see you later.
Yeah, thank you for
Well,
joining us, Falcon. It's not easy when something like
No,
that happens to come into
it's
the booth.
fine, and but it was my pleasure, and have a great end of race. And thanks of course for commentating and restreaming this. It's always fun.
Yeah, sure.
thank you so much also for teaching us the vanilla ways of Ice Palace.
Oh, it
Oh
was my
yeah.
pleasure. I know that that bump jump without the sword, but it's been like 3 months since I've done it, so I don't remember all the.
Oh yeah, no sword, right? That makes it
And
hard.
then you find a
So
sword
I
in
feel that.
ice.
so it was not so Mario Luck. I got the second keys. I said, let's just do it the vanilla way. So well.
All
Okay.
right.
So thanks. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya.
Yep.
Thank you
See
for
ya.
the race.
Bye.
Bye.
Speaking of Sia, Moldom did a big Sia to WiredWicky. He gave him a nice flight. Ooh! Moldom Airline is on the way!
Oh,
I'm sorry that I'm mean there, but you know, the race is over. Yeah, Wiki, let's give those rage slashes, let's go!
Let's go. Of course, WiredWiki, as we all know, just does this for entertainment purposes. Of
We
course.
get to see more boss fights.
Yeah, right. You know, we've got to have to make up for missed fights on the left side of the screen, so WiredWiki, yeah, is doing the pleasure for us and having a couple more of them.
So, if I would be one of these runners, I'd actually stop giving my partner info and make it a race against him.
Oh, that's quite a funny idea.
Like send him to the wrong place and then say, "Oops, wait a second, I just wanted to win against you," and troll him that way. Hope none of my teammates hears this.
I think that's actually such a Ravis thing to do.
All right, we're gonna see the Hera basement. And also Turtle Rock is next on the list for 2C. And then there are not many locations left, to be honest. I don't know if we've seen Graveyard Ledge, but I do not believe so.
I can't recall seeing it either. I mean, it's quite the isolated check at this point. So they're probably gonna put it off for a little while longer. Especially with checks here in Turtle Rock, for example. And of course, 2C just did Swamp Palace before this. So very, very item-dense dungeons that you can actually clear. And you're at most still looking for, well, yeah, 2 or 3 items. So
I think we haven't seen a pedestal check actually. I mean, pedestal is an old one. It's not that amazing, but I mean, why not for the flute?
while 2C just shoots across the Sumeria platform, takes a little look into the abyss and then clears the torches.
So is Ganon actually holding a weapon store in his tower? Because I'm seeing only one sword still.
Did WiredWiki already go to Ice Palace 2?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe. I want to say yes, but I mean, according to the tracker, he did not.
Ooh.
Rip. So that's actually the worst case. I mean, okay, he can get his mirror now from Pyramid Lich after he does Go Woods, but that's something you don't want to see. You don't want to
Yeah.
get soft luck by Hera potting.
I think that happened to you too quite recently, right?
Oh, they had different swords actually.
Yeah, I was quite certain WiredWiki has not visited Ice Palace yet. So, yeah.
I
And
guess I'm
there's the
dingus.
flute. Oh, on the left side, yeah, Falcon unfortunately by accident deleted his game file while yeah, reloading the game or while save and quitting, and well, at 33 minutes deleting your game file, that's
Yeah, in a
that's
Cobalt on it's I mean it's
that's
even
over.
in a regular seed, yeah, it's GG basically, but I understand totally, even if it was earlier, like it happens.
I wanna say we do need the boots.
We definitely need the boots. We saw Desert is boots locked. In the chest was a
Yeah,
heart container.
exactly.
So we need those booties.
Those two. All right. Meanwhile, WiredWicky is now heading towards Mothula, so he wants to be picking up his mirror quite soon too. Of course, that is locked behind the red bomb inside the pyramid. While 2C now is clearing out Turtle Rock, will be, yeah, of course, also visiting Mimic Cave and picking up the Turtle Rock Big Chest, since they're still looking for those boots and maybe also Bombo's medallion.
I find it interesting that WiredWiki actually didn't go to Mini Moldon Cave where his half magic was. Looks like he's confident the way it's going. I mean, okay, right now you know it's your opponent has forfeited, but still get comfortable and just finish the seed would be my preference there. But
Yeah, I mean, he still has green goo at least, so that's also quite a nice backup. I imagine that's also something that he feels confident with, going through the seed.
also, yes, we do not have anything in GT besides maybe a sword, which would have the running. So yeah, we're just looking for the boots basically, and then we're in no mode, or probably then go mode for one.
Yeah, just think 2C will quite soon also check the Maya medallion once he's done here with Turtle Rock. So then we'll also know for certain if the Bombos medallion will be required or not.
Was actually a very nice Morphula hammer fight from Wiki. So no half magic needed whatsoever.
Yeah, very nicely done. And of course, going for the safe quit right now, making his way towards the pyramid and picking up his mirror. Come on, 2C. Clear off Laser Bridge and then let me see your Turtle Rock hover towards Trinex.
If he's get the boots here, but he's get a blue goo at least.
Oh yeah, right. I
also,
mean,
does he have a fairy? No, he does not have a fairy. He needs that blue goo. He has no invincibility items. That's fun.
Oh yeah. Without boots, getting the laser skips also not the easiest thing. But ooh, okay. That's a
I
new
haven't
one.
seen those strats, but they
Yeah.
certainly.
Oh no!
That's a big 2C.
I mean, at least he did
Oh, he
go
has
for
a
Mimic Cave.
fairy.
Ah, alright. Alright.
Okay, never mind. Alright, maybe the red
Anyway.
beetle is gonna help us.
Oh, that's actually quite a smart move to get.
No,
take
that's
some
so
damage from him.
lame. That's so lame.
Yeah, I don't mean the safety door. That's actually a lame strat, but taking damage from the beetle to get some iframes and get through the laser, that's I think quite the creative way to get that chest out of your way.
I'm disappointed.
Also,
Alright, Wiki
no
is
boots.
gonna get his mirror here and probably gonna do ice soon, I assume, for the Master Sword.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Krell. So, if you take a hit from the laser eye on the same frame or on the last frame you fall into the pit while dying, it can actually corrupt your game file. So that would also
Man, A Link to the Past is so weird.
yeah. I think those were the conditions for it. Gladly it did not happen to Wiki here. As far as I know, if neither team would be able to finish the seed, they would have to reschedule, right? And if that's not possible, it's probably some kind of tie.
That's a good question. I don't know if it counts as a tie.
Even
'Cause
if one player finishes, okay. So Krebel here, the third runner on OK Game, also a little more informed than I am, as it seems right now.
Yeah, it actually makes sense because one is better than 3 others, and then the average placement is, or like time is better.
Yeah. One player forfeiting means their time is their teammate's time plus 15 minutes. Alright. Yeah, that would make sense with that ruling, actually. Okay, 2C. Did he finish? Oh no. He's probably just heading for the Spy Cave. Oh, and Tower of Hera, of course. Maybe this time we will see what Hera Big Chest has for us.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that.
I think Dragon Strike, that's something that I would do to my teammates, but I think Ray would actually try to troll you as hard as he can and send you to the wrong way, just as he has suggested already.
Yeah, right.
And 2C, of course, going for the big key right away, not opting for the Herapod glitch. So first picking up the big key to make sure he will also be able to check the Tower of Hera big chest, which WiredWicky, unfortunately due to soft locking himself, was not able to check. I would lead you to Quake. Oh, that sounds amazing.
So if you're not already on the Discord from the Link to the Past Randomizer League and you want to get infos, I recommend joining right about now, because you get all the information you need. As a player, you have to be on the server anyway, so I'm probably just speaking to the audience. And yeah, give these guys a follow, and also our tracker and our restreamer, trackers actually, we have 2 still. So yeah, nice diver down on Wiki's side, by the way.
Yeah, look quite nice. Also like that usage of the menu buffer. It's not the tightest timing in the world, but if you're not feeling 100% confident, or you're not sure if you would get it the first try, just using the menu to make sure you're switching your input directions at the right time, of course, also helps to make this glitch a lot more consistent. And
I don't know what happens if in that case, but I assume that match would be rescheduled. Also, technical issues, you have to split those, because if it's like internet problems, it's always recommended to record your race locally, so you can just give it to the mods and admins afterwards if something like that happens. If it's a crash down, that's on you. If all 4 players have like exploding their Super Nintendos, computers, whatever they're playing on, I don't know what's happening.
I mean, we are very late into this first week of the 3rd season of the Link to the Past randomizer league, so it would be quite tough to still reschedule this game. I'm not sure if there's yeah, some possibility to do it a little later, because it should not affect the other matches. So this schedule is already quite clear, or at least what team plays what team in which week. So that might also be an option. That would probably also be something that the mods or admins would have to decide on.
So looking at week 2, as you already said, It's Mids are gonna play All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Good Bees, and OK Game is gonna play the Bonking Baguettes.
That's also a great name.
Yes, and they also have a very good team logo. So everybody stand up for the national anthem of Hyrule. Or like, okay, 2C's already done. Never mind.
I mean, you
thinking
can.
about, but
yeah,
right
very
now,
shortly.
Wiki should do it soon.
Oh, what was that? Oh, it was Ether Medallion. So we do not need Bombos Medallion in this seed. That means Boots will be our go mode, especially after finding the sword.
Yeah, so Boots kind of have to be either in Mire, Checkerboard, and I do not recall seeing Spike Cave yet.
I think 2C did Spy Cave after
It did?
Turtle
Okay.
Rock.
Okay.
But I don't think we have seen the Graveyard Ledge, right?
I do not
Ooh,
know.
okay.
Okay.
So technically, both these swords were at least locked behind one other sword.
Wait a
Because
second.
we needed one
yeah.
sword to get into Turtle Rock, where the flute was located.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
Oh no, it was Pedestal after all. Oh, that's crazy.
I think Wiki's sword was somewhere in Death Mountain. I don't know. No, where
I
was
can't
it?
recall
Or
either. Maybe it was Palace of
Purple
Darkness,
Chest?
something.
Yeah, maybe Paw. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, I think Pod is what 2C has not done yet, and where
That is
Wiki is a little ahead.
That's such a root seed. I mean, it's rude enough that it's all dungeons and you don't have the boots for the most part. But I mean, luckily, imagine this seed next week when you do not have co-op share and you don't need all dungeons, and then you get a seed like this.
Yeah, I frankly speaking would not have wanted to play that.
So as bad as it must feel for Falcon and Fred to unfortunately forfeit the seed, at least it was this seed. Like,
yeah, right.
holy
at
smokes.
least was a seat that is not pleasant at all to play right here. So at least something. My cat is
I think
trying
it
to
is
turn
Pod
off
as
my
well. Our
computer.
tracker points it out again. It's probably Pod.
Oh yeah. Good thing we have at least some people that pay attention here, which are of course our trackers. Mad Ewok Herd and Mindful Beast. So thanks again to you guys. It was in Skullwoods. The bow was in Skullwoods, so that basically, yeah, was quite the pleasant location, I would say, in this seat, especially with OK Games routing decisions. Skullwoods fit in really well.
Yeah, the bow was in the map chest, in the first chest, basically in Skullwoods. Man, what a root seed! I still can't believe that what we just saw. Like I was thinking about pedestal earlier, but it got so away when we got like the flute and stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, we
But
have a lot of checks opening up for us, so
I
can
kind
feel
of
that.
I kind of thought we actually checked pedestal because we had that book for so long, but we hadn't had the mirror for the longest time because it was behind Skullwood. So it makes absolutely
Exactly.
sense that they didn't check it when they were there.
Yeah, right. I wasn't even thinking about that. Of course, the mirror itself was locked behind Skullwood, so there was no way to combine the check of pedestal and
Also, that book
clearing
was
Skullwoods.
on the smith, and I mean, your partner is having the book and he's checking the tablets and desert, and you know you don't go for that book afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That's also something we've seen on its mid side, an earlier desert check. I think OK Game never checked desert with the book, right? Or am I
Yes, yeah,
mistaken?
they did. Yes, they did.
Oh,
Because
they did.
that's
Okay.
why they're still looking for the boots because they know
Oh,
it's
all right, all
supposed to be
right.
locked.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, of course.
Actually, I mean, if we're looking at the name of the team, OK Game, is pretty much the perfect thing that they probably thought when they saw the boots there.
Yeah, exactly. OK Game. TwoC having a little bit of an easier go at blind right here. Has the level 3 sword for that fight. We have seen 3, I want to say. Hammer
Actually,
blind fights.
it's not that he has the level 3 sword; it's that he has a sword.
Yeah,
Remember,
I mean he
we
has
didn't
a
have
sword at
swords
all.
for the longest time.
Exactly. So TwoC will be heading towards the pedestal as soon as possible, and I hope WiredWicky has some magic on him, because this looks not sure, maybe one more go with this Mario yeah, okay. He's fine. And TwoC, of course, making his way towards the pedestal. So now we expect him to show us some Havas, right?
I have to think that way, to be honest.
Okay. They are playing nicely though. TwoC sharing where the key on the laser bridge was located. So WiredWicky does not have to check all the chests.
So we're pretty much. I mean, we are in go mode, but do you know what's happening when we finally go up that mountain?
I think I know what you are hinting at.
Well, I don't know what I'm hinting at, so maybe you as well.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think you were referring to Ganon's tower, right? So, of course.
Could be.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, keep talking. Maybe I get it in my mind.
Okay, so in Ganon's tower, of course, there's still one little thing that we will need before we can finish this seed. And that, of course, is the big key in Ganon's tower.
Oh yeah, right. That was the thing. I forgot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm here for, right? You forget, I
Sure.
know at least that much. So we got that going for us. Yeah, basically there are 22 different locations where Ganon's tower big key can be located, and we will have to check all of them to actually be, well, not all of them, but all of them until we find the big key to, of course, be able to climb Ganon's tower and finish this seed. So usually we play a little game. I think we do here on the Link to the Past Randomizer League 2, right?
If not officially, we can do it for our own
Yeah,
amusement.
right. Oh, and TwoC showing us quite a nice rail clip right there. At least some of the less, I want to say less useful, but more fun strats. Ooh, I like where he's going right now. Show me. Yes, go for the hover. Go for the. Oh, I'm so disappointed
alright.
right now. I'm so
That's a
disappointed.
big
right
F.
now. Baiting me that like that. Like, he even left this chest for the very end and did not go for the hover. If he had just checked it before, he could have skipped all of the rest of of this dungeon. Well,
I mean, if Wiki's gonna win against him by like 10 seconds, Wiki's just the better player now, right?
exactly. That's how I see it. Okay, let's
Do not get spooky action, alright. I'm okay with that.
yeah. No hover though. I will have to have a little word with TwoC about that.
So tempered sword, silvers, whatever you want. You can just shoot these eyes, quick 0 cycle or 1 cycle, and then move on to desert.
Yeah. I think silver arrows are actually the easiest, so no problem at all. Just, yeah, nails all of the shots, of course, and just 2 more for the big guy, and Vitreous is down. Vitreous actually, I think, is the only boss aside from Ganon, or enemy for that part, that doesn't take damage from both, but does not die from a single silver arrow shot.
Yes, I mean, the taking damage part is the important part, obviously. There are enemies that do not get damage from silvers, but they aren't getting damage at all from them.
Come on, Wiki. Yes, do it. Yes.
You might
Oh, beautiful.
you might want to switch students, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Wiki, that looked solid. I don't think he needs any more teaching. That was beautiful. So yeah, he gets an A for that. 2C, unfortunately, will have to visit summer school. He did not finish some of his classes successfully, so yeah, we will definitely have to work on that. It's not something that I can tolerate just like that.
I actually hope that one of the runners will give us a Molder on bounce, to be honest.
Oh, that would be hilarious, yeah. Beautiful. Landmark fight here from 2C, and yeah, Wiki also making very quick work of Vitreous.
So both of them need... No, wait. 2C needs
Yeah.
only pod.
Right.
I don't recall the pod key layout right now.
Let's hope for the worst, so it's a little closer between the both of them. Wiki, of course, doing the smart thing, walking around, yeah, the Maya entrance to have access to the backside of Desert without going through the entirety of the front. Makes it a little easier to route, especially with the mirror, where you can just pick up the big key and then mirror out to the correct entrance.
Honestly, here's what I would think would be really interesting.
But he
So
doesn't.
if one runner waits for the other in front of GT and then they make a race out of it.
Oh,
Like,
that
look
would
for
be
the
funny too.
big key at the same time. I think that would be a cool thing to do. I don't expect it, but it would be cool.
Yeah, or maybe even after the big keys to take a little away from the RNG factor, so both of them would have, yeah, pretty much the same circumstances to go for the climb, and also, of course, as this is all dungeons, they will need to also finish off Castle Tower after Ganon's Tower to be able to beat Ganon. And also very beautiful Landmo fight by Wiki. So 2C is heading for the backside of Palace of Darkness, so I guess that's where the big key is located. And Wiki also entering Ice Palace now will of course be making use of the Icebreaker glitch to get to Coldstay as fast as possible. And also, yeah, finish off the dungeon. I already used 2 Fire Rod shots, so he will need another extra magic pickup, I think. So, well, he still has his green goo, I think.
Yeah, and I think he picked up the blue goo in Turtle Rock, I want to say, or from Laser Bridge.
I don't think so. I think he skipped everything, save the small key on Laser Bridge. Of course, we'll be flipping the switch here. It makes a ton of sense because you do not want to be picking up the big key. You will want to the crystal switch to be flipped the other way, so you can actually just drop down as you would with the Ice Palace bomb jump.
He actually would have not needed to do that because the big key and the small key are on the way. But I mean, you're in Goma, just do it.
He, as of right now, only picking up the 2 magic drops in front of the boss itself. He would still need one more small, or at least, yeah, he used one Samaria block too much, let's put it that way, in worth of magic for, yeah, getting the ice shell broken on Colds there, but I mean, it doesn't really
if he
matter
wants,
with the green goo.
he gets full life and then just beam strat.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, that's also something tricky about the icebreaker glitch. You have to manage your magic ever so slightly better than you would have to with the Ice Palace bomb jump, of course.
He could still go for the 25% chance with the magic pods doubling the magic with the hookshot or the boomerang.
Yeah, I mean, he will just use his green goo, I guess, so that's
Yeah, you want to have a
all
blue
totally
anyway,
fine.
and that's so whatever.
Yeah.
So these runners are not far apart. Tusi just picked up his crystal. Wiki is gonna be cold stare now. It takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, that's actually a lot closer than I had thought, considering we had to finish off 2 dungeons. 2C, of course, had the longer dungeon left. Maybe they will actually try to race each other. So, yeah, that will also be fun to watch. Okay, game definitely knows that its mids has already forfeited from this race, and they will not be finishing as 2C gets blocked. Yeah, right. Do you remember what we alluded to before?
Yes, get your guesses in. 1 to 22. The
Ah,
GG
you
Vicky.
guys are so nice. I can see all the 22s already. Oh, I mistyped, by the way, sorry. This is what I actually wanted to write. Yeah, of course, Ganon's Tower, big key guessing game. We will need to find the big key in Ganon's Tower, so we take guesses at where that big key is located in locations from 1 to 22. So if you have not already, just throw a number in there and yeah, have a go.
Alright, Tusi, you have to wait now. If Tusi's not waiting, I think he's competitive and say, no, I take my advantage. I don't want to lose this.
There's the Bombos medallion. So yeah, definitely not something that we could have had here if it were required for Maya.
Yeah, and we go by the numbers TwoCPlus is making. I don't know how it works if Wiki finds the Biki and just tells Tusi, but we'll
I
see.
mean, it's yeah, it's still 2C, right? Then oh, that's number 5, I think. Dang it!
Yeah,
I should have typed my number earlier. Yeah. So of course, congratulations to the Unshaven Dillion. Is that right? I hope so.
yeah,
With
sounds about
the
right.
closest guess, number 6 was the guess, and the big key was on 5, of course. So yeah, congratulations for your 12 points on the Link to the Past League 2 leaderboard.
Is that an extra leaderboard? I thought they have one together, but I'm not sure.
I can't. Yeah, I can make it out for certain.
Anyway,
Myself.
you get 12 points and an eternal supply of random seeds, as it's always said.
Okay, 2C here losing a lot of time going for the safety room, so giving Wiki a tiny bit of opportunity to catch back up. We will have to see if he can actually take over and oh, he
This
does
is a
the
pretty
same,
close
so
race.
it makes it a lot harder for him to keep up with 2C, but I guess that's fine. 2C of course also has half magic, so he can make use of the fire rod a lot more in the gauntlet. Another beautiful Lanmo fight. I think that's OK Game's speciality. Great usage of the silver arrows for Lanmo fights. That's third time here. Very beautifully done.
All right, Tuzi, we're coming close. You have one job to do.
Yeah, small amount, of course.
You should know, win takes priority, style comes second. And this is one of the rare cases where you know you're gonna win if you just finish the seeds, so you can play for the means.
Oh, that's funny actually, Crabber. Nice.
Alright. Let's see!
Tuzi, come on.
No,
No,
you can't do
what,
that.
what,
Or
what's
maybe he's
that?
killing him and then he's trying. No,
What?
Tuzi.
Come on. Go for it.
Come on, Tuzi.
Oh, that's so lame.
I'm just saying, forgetting is not an excuse here. Alright, Aghanim 2. Gets a nice double. Gets a nice 0.
You hate to see the blue balls.
Oh,
Another double.
unfortunately the other one despawned. But nope, never mind. I thought the one ball actually despawned, but
wait,
nope,
what's the first one? A triple?
I
just
thought
single on the last.
Yeah, I thought the second double is a triple, and we didn't really see the ball reflecting at all.
Okay, yeah, that would also make sense.
Like a perfect, I don't know.
Wait, did Wiki go for the hover? Dang it. I didn't watch.
I want no wait. No, he didn't. He opened the last chest.
Okay. I mean, technically you could still do both, but at least he showed us his great hover in Misery Maya, going for the actual God Maya. And I think that's a cycle earlier than 2C, so
I think as well, yeah.
Great Aga 2 skills. Can't really beat that cycle with a blue ball in the second cycle, so yeah, great work there.
How many blue balls are we gonna see?
Oof. Yeah, that's also something we can have some guesses at. I wanna say we are getting 6.
I'm gonna say that's a tough one because I wanted to take 6, but no, I can't. I'm gonna make it a quick one and say 1.
Oh, that's lame.
I know.
Also, you love to see it. No shield on 2C side. And hence struggling with some of the guards. But at least no shield, so no extra lag for lots of parts of the game.
All right, 2C. I want to see some hook speed action. Let's go.
Oh yeah. That's also quite a nice optimization you can go for in this next room on 2C's side.
Oh, come on. He's not even dashing
Not
up.
even charging his dash.
The frames, the frames.
Come on, 2C. If it goes, if it keeps going this way, Wiki might, yeah, overtake you. That was the first one, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's 2. So you're out
Okay, I'm
already.
already wrong, yeah.
Okay, it's getting close. I will have to get a lot more now. Okay, that one was guaranteed to be an energy ball. Yes. Keep going. Ah,
Oh my god.
that's great. For
As
already.
if boots on pedestal aren't annoying enough.
Oh, okay. It's getting tricky now. I think we need both of them. Ah, dang it.
It was a 4.
It was 4. So yeah, that's then. Let's see. This Kelda, I hope that was right. Congrats to you for not even winning a spot on the leaderboards, but still having the correct guess. Some bragging rights. That's good enough, I hope. Also, what looks to be a great Ganon fight here for 2C coming up.
He's missing some dashes.
And also getting hit a lot. So yeah,
that's
okay.
what I assumed.
It started out really well, but then unfortunately missed a couple of dashes. So unfortunately not getting the 1-to-1 cycle. But yeah, he should be good.
He actually needed one more hit. That's unfortunate.
Ah, dang.
And Wiki also done with his Aghanim fight. Is now entering the Ganon fight.
Ah, this will be a tough one. Come on, Ganon. You can be 2C. Didn't even go for the hover, so. It looks like it was quite a tough day for Ganon.
That was a decent phase 4 from 2C. Get your GGs and chat.
And yeah,
With
there we
an
go.
Official race time GG time of 1:36:25.
Still feels
Meanwhile,
weird for me.
Wiki, yeah, is now in phase 3. He's gonna finish up this seat soon.
Ooh. Okay, going for the torch glitch.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's slower.
One more arrow, and there it is. GG's to Wiki as well, and that's the second game OK Game takes.
Yeah, that puts them at a comfortable 6 points at the end of week 1. So GG's to them.
And WiredWicky finishes with an official race time GG time of 1:37:40.
Yeah, and I think any second they will also be joining us for an interview. So yeah, feel free to join us.
And we are joined by WiredWicky and 2C+. GG's, guys.
GG's.
Yo, GG's.
GG's.
A little bit like unfortunate what happened with our opponents. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
That just sucks. It's just, yeah.
So tell us about the moment when you saw the forfeits in the race time. What were we discussing about, and how did you guys react?
Obviously, yeah, we we felt bad, of course. Like, we would like to race Falcon and Slapshotfred. They're really nice guys as well. So, but at the same time, at that moment we were like, yeah, let's finish strong. Let's complete the seed. Yeah, more or less.
So I think Tanvir has a couple of questions to you guys.
Yeah. So first of all, very beautiful Hava and Mr. Maya right there, WiredWicky. I was very happy to see that.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
2C.
It's mostly like whenever, because we have practiced a couple of co-ops, and whenever we figured that Meyer was a go mode Meyer, Gold Meyer, I'm just gonna attempt it once, and if it works, hey, it's fine. Because I know I can do it, but I'm not super consistent at it. But like here and there, I can pull it off. So I'm happy that actually worked, especially after how terrible my Tower of Hera went. That was painful.
At least it made it a lot more fun. You were racing on your own, both of you. So it was at least you like to see a hiccup here or there, so you can at least have some fun, or also bust out some of those swag strats like hovering Maya, or also the rail clip that 2C showed us.
You know what, Tanvir?
Tell me, please.
You could have seen more hovers if the boots were not in pedestal.
Oh,
that's a bad excuse. I'm sorry to see. Like, boots on pedestal did not stop you from hovering Moldom too.
Okay, that's true.
Oh, it was so funny because I recently picked up the pendant from Swamp, and I was like, okay, it's probably best to check pedestal because it's just one of those out of the way locations at that point. And when I was on my way to the pedestal, 2C said, okay, please don't laugh, because he would know that if I would laugh, the boots were there. So that was pretty funny as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I left Meyer immediately. I was about to go to Meyer. Like, yeah, it was something.
Yeah, it was not the most pleasant seat, but I still think, especially early on, and so let's say halfway through the seat, it was very, very good routing from you. So all the important items were on your way, and what I especially liked was your decision to send 2C to pick up the bow and also join WiredWicky you in the, not quite pot, but eastern area, and finish off Eastern Palace and go for the red bomb before actually going for Turtle Rock, which of course also opened up the mirror. You don't often see both players on the same side of the map, I want to say, and I think it paid off right here. So that was quite nice.
I mean, you want to know the truth? I just forgot we had. I just forgot we had TR open. So
it could have been. It could have been really bad for you actually if the flute is, in Mimic Cave and you go Turtle Rock first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because that was when we already figured out that the mirror was in at Pyramid Ferry. When I actually went to Tower of Hera, I said I could do TR, but I kind of want to hold off because I can't go Mimic Cave. So, well, eventually I locked myself in the pod and had to bail out anyways.
So what do you
Yeah.
think overall of that seed? I mean, there was a late sword. You got a ton of items early on.
I actually really liked it, to be honest. One of the good thing about co-op is like splitting the map, just like having multiple options. Like at the beginning was like kind of linear because like I had to follow Vicky, get the Merle, and do all those things.
Both mids in Kakariko as well.
So,
or well, one in the woods and the other in racing game, but
yeah. But like after that, it's just like a lot of things like opened up, and that was like pretty cool, I would say.
Yeah, same. Like the early game was pretty stacked, and especially Kakariko, which had the fire rod as well. You had hookshot at Uncle, so there was, especially in the beginning, there were a lot of convenient items. But yeah, the swords were kind of weird, I would say. But other than that, it was a fine seed.
Yeah. Also, technically, I think there were 2 swords locked behind at least one other sword because of the flute in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, completely right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you've both still done a very great job at this seed. Of course, your opponents, Falcon and Fred, also played a very nice race. Unfortunately, of course, they had to concede this race after Falcon accidentally deleted his save file. Stuff like that happens, but yeah, I think guys still have proven that you are actually good runners and are able to compete at quite a good level, so can definitely feel good about this race.
I think looking back at the 38-minute mark or whenever it happened, I think comparing these teams, you were in general a little bit better spot because you checked a bit more, and the future of your routing, I would say, looked a little bit better because I think Wiki was doing pod in Eastern. You had you did just the red bomb and could do Turtle Rock, and I think they were still lacking some things.
Yeah,
Not
we
much.
kind of we kind of delayed the water stuff. Like there was kind of like I was about to go to ice, and then I figured, let me do like the water checks real quick, and I found the Cane of Sumari and Waterfall Ferry, so that was nice. But then that made that decision to go to ice even better. Yeah, and then Wiki, I believe, went to Scout Woods just to check the items. So I don't think we had a sword. Yeah, we didn't have a sword back then, and found the bow. So
yeah, you found your first sword in ice, actually.
True. Yeah, that is correct.
So heading into next week, you're gonna play the Bonking Baguettes. Do you have any plans already? Who's gonna play, or do you? I mean, I can totally understand if it's like a tactical decision and you don't want to open your cards right now.
No, I think it's already on the schedule on the stream right now. I'm actually racing Goxla on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be racing a Ride Dream. I don't know exactly when, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Of course, we are wishing you best of luck for your upcoming races.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you guys have 6 points now, 2 of 2 won. Got to be feeling pretty good heading into the next week, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And it's open mode. It's everyone's favorite in a way.
Well said. So I'm looking at the schedule right now, and I see, I think, one race currently going on the main league channel. There are more races in the open divisions, but I don't see any restreams scheduled yet. So I don't know if something's gonna up tomorrow, but please just follow the channel, and yeah, you will see a lot more races coming up here.
Of course, and as you can see on the screen, there are a lot of races scheduled already, so you will be able to probably see a lot of them, if not all of them. Definitely, or we are definitely looking to restream as many as possible. So if you're interested to sign up as a commentator or tracker to make that happen, make sure to join the Link to the Past Randomizer League Discord server. You will find all the necessary info on there. Also, as you can see, the schedule for next week is already quite stacked, and as 2C has pointed out before, these are not even all the races that we will be able to see then. And all the races that you can already see on here are also, or at least we are looking to restream them. So yeah, make sure to have a close look on them, on this schedule. Definitely something you will not want to miss.
Yeah. Thank you guys for doing commentary, and thank you everyone for setting up the restream. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
never underestimate the tracker as well.
Absolutely. Specifically with these early items, that was not easy to keep track of, and I'm glad that we had trackers that were watching like, I don't know, like owls.
Like owls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. So very, very much I want to thank both of you runners, of course, 2C and Wiki, and also, of course, the other team, it's Mids with Falcon and Fred, who also have showed us a great show. And yeah, as you guys have already said, also our trackers who've also done a wonderful job, Mindful Beast and Mad Ewok Herd. Okay. Always concerned to get that wrong.
I just want to say thank you to that random dude that commented with me. So,
You sure?
Thanks, Tanvia.
Yeah, I thank you, Ray, for this commentary. It was quite fun.
Yep. And I think we are about to wrap this one up. So thank you guys for watching, and see you around.